Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing well. So I'm back today with another topic. Today we are going to learn about nouns. Well, you might say that noun is a very easy topic. Why is she going to discuss about that? Well, majorly because I'm going to discuss about different types of nouns. There are majorly 10 types of nouns and we are going to look at each of them differently. Alright, so first we are going to discuss about the definition of noun. What is a noun? Noun is a word that refers to a person, place, animal, or things. Now, the category of things might sound super vague here. However, in this case, it means objects, abstract concepts, and activities. Now, let's get into different types of nouns. The first type that we have is common noun. Common nouns are non-specific. They refer to a broad class of people, places, or things. For example, if I say that I went to this restaurant over the weekend and the food there was delicious. Well, you don't know that which restaurant I'm talking about. I did not tell you the name, right? So that's why common nouns are non-specified. There are other examples as well. For example, girl, book, country, etc. Also, there is a hint from which you can specify that these are common nouns. That is, a common noun never starts with a capital letter. Yes, a common noun always starts with a lowercase letter. Now let's talk about proper nouns. Well, proper nouns are quite the opposite of common nouns. Why is that so? Because they are specified words and they always begin with an uppercase letter. For example, it could be name of a person like Miss Anam, or it could be name of a brand like Starbucks. It could be name of a country like Pakistan, etc. Always remember that proper nouns begin with a capitalized letter. You can never write a proper noun with a lowercase letter. Well, now we are going to talk about singular nouns and plural nouns. Singular nouns are pretty easy to understand. Singular means one or single. For example, a cat means one animal, a girl means one person, an apple, one fruit, etc. So singular nouns means anything that is one. Now let's talk about plural nouns. Plural nouns basically means more than one. Yes. And to make a singular noun into a plural noun, you need to add s. Well, that's not true actually. You might need to add es, ies, or ves. We are going to discuss about that as well, that where do you need to add different types of letters. However, first let's understand that plural means more than one, okay? So now we are going to look at regular plural nouns. Regular plural nouns majorly have s, es, ies, or ves at the end of the base word. To understand the rule, let's look at this chart. As you can see that most of the plural nouns have s at the end of them. Well, now the question is, when do we add es? So whenever a word is ending with s, sh sound, ch sound, or x, then you add es instead of just adding s. For example, bus. Okay, we have the word bus. It's already ending with s. Here I'm not going to add s to it. Here I'm going to add es to it. And it sounds like buses. Is sound at the end. Buses. Okay. Now let's look at the next one, which is that whenever a word ends with y, then you remove the y and you add ies. For example, we have baby, B-A-B-Y, baby. Now you're going to remove the y at the end and you will simply add ies to it, okay? And it's going to be like babies, all right? Now let's look at the last example. That is, whenever a word is ending with f or fe, then you are going to remove that F and you're going to add VES to it. For example, we have the word wolf. Now you're going to remove F and you will add VES. So it's going to be wolves. WOLVES, wolves. I hope that regular plural nouns are pretty clear to you. And now we are going to move forward and discuss about irregular plural nouns. Irregular plural nouns change the noun into plural, but in another ways. What does that mean? It means that just like regular plural nouns, they do not add S, ES, IES or VES at the end of the spelling. However, they change the entire spelling, or at least almost of it. The example is child. And what is the plural form of child? It's not childs, it's children. Then let's look at another example. Mouse. What is the plural form of mouse? Mice. Let's look at another example. We have the word woman. What is the plural form of that? Women. Yes. So here you can see that the noun is basically changing its spelling, or at least a chunk of it, to turn it into a plural noun, and that's why they are irregular plural nouns. So before moving forward to another type of noun, I want to discuss something with you. Well, it's a very common mistake. Answer this. How do you turn the word fish into a plural noun? Did you say fish or fishes? Actually, both of them are correct. Now let's understand it. See, if I'm going to talk about single kind of fish, no matter how many they are, I'm going to use the word fish for plural. However, if I talk about different kinds, then I'm going to use the word fishes for plural. Let's say I got an aquarium and it has 5 fish in them. Why did I say fish? Because in my aquarium there's only one kind of fish, that's why. However, if I got an aquarium that has 5 fishes in that, what do you understand by that? That means in my aquarium, those 5 fishes are of different kinds. I hope that's clear. Now let's move forward and understand another type of noun. It is known as concrete noun. Concrete nouns refer to something that can be perceived through your 5 senses. For example, if you can touch, see, smell, hear, or taste anything, that's a concrete noun. For example, I have this bottle of perfume. I can touch it, I can see it, and I can also smell it. So that means it's a concrete noun. Now let's move forward to another type. Now we have abstract nouns. Well, abstract nouns are quite the opposite of concrete nouns because they cannot be perceived through your 5 senses. They are basically intangible ideas. For example, it could be a character trait of a person, or it could be a social concept, or maybe a political theory. For example, if I say the word anger. Now, anger is an emotion, okay? And it is an abstract noun. And if I say courage. Now, courage is a quality of a person. Thus, it's an abstract noun. Another example could be love, hate, or democracy, etc. Well, now we have collective nouns. A collective noun functions as a singular noun while referring to a group of people or things. The word collective means like a collection of people or things that are performing the same action and work as the same unit. For example, a team of players. The team has many players in that, right? But the word team works as a collective noun, actually a singular collective noun. All right. Another example could be a flock of birds, or it could be a committee of people, and a sum of money. I hope you get it. Now we'll move forward to our next type. Now we are going to talk about compound nouns. So a compound noun basically consists 2 or more words together and they form a new word. For example, we have the word pan and we have another word cake. Now these two words have different meanings, right? But if I put these two words together, they will form a new word, that is pancake. Then let's take another example. If I have the word butter and if I have another word fly, these two words have separate meanings, right? But if I put these two words together, then they perform like a compound word and it becomes butterfly. So there are many different kinds of compound nouns as well. Some compound nouns are written together as a single word, and some compound nouns are written separately with the space in between. And another type is when you use compound nouns with a hyphen in between of them. So yeah, let's move forward to another type. So now we are going to discuss the remaining two types that we are left with: countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Now, it's pretty easy to understand that what they are from their names, right? Countable means something that you can count. For example, if I say I have 3 books, or if I say I have 3 pennies, that means I'm referring to a noun that is countable, right? Some other examples are table, like 1 table, 2 tables, okay? 1 chair, 2 chairs, 3 chairs, like that. Now let's talk about uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are also known as mass noun. That means you cannot count them, okay? And typically there are no plural forms for uncountable nouns. For example, if I say I have a happiness, does that make sense? No. Or if I say I have 3 happinesses, does that make sense? No. So these are uncountable nouns that you cannot count. So that is it for today's video. I really hope this was useful for you. Stay tuned for more videos like that because I'm going to discuss all parts of speech in detail in the upcoming videos. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.